Alright, so for homework I had asked you to do 2 problems. Let's take a look at what the solutions to those are. For number 13, we have y to the negative first minus 8y to the negative 1/2 plus 12 is equal to 0. As we've done in the past, we let this middle variable be our substitutable value, because we know this to the second power would be y to the negative first. So we could say x to the second minus 8x plus 12 is equal to 0. And if we factor this, I could even make it be a quadratic formula problem, but I don't know if I'm that mean, at least today. So anyway, let's factor this. To get positive 12, we would need to use negative 6 and negative 2. So x would be 6 and x would be 2. And if we substitute y to the negative 1/2 back in, and if we raise both sides to the negative second power, we would get y is equal to 1 over 6 to the second, and y is equal to 1 over 2 to the second. Those would be our answers for number 13. And for number 14, I hope this microphone's working out better for us. Trying something a little bit different. Minus 7y to the negative 1/3 plus 12 is equal to 0. If we let this middle term be what we substitute, because we know this to the second power is negative 2/3. So I could say x to the second minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. This factors to be x minus 4 and then x minus 3. So x would be 4 and x would be 3. Then we have to substitute y to the negative 1/3 back in. And if we raise both sides to the reciprocal power, because negative 1/3 times negative 3 becomes 1, we would get y is equal to 1 over 4 to the third. And y would equal 1 over 3 to the third. Okay, so that's your homework. Stay tuned for today's lesson.